My name's Jennifer. Thank you for getting up, for coming to your mat. The theme of today's class is centerline. We're going to be focusing on pulling into your centerline, and we're going to be using yoga blocks to do that. We'll also be talking about letting go. The yin, the yang, the sthira, the sukha, pulling into centerline and letting go. So let's begin in child's pose. And take the block in between your hands at the top of your mat. And squeeze the block in between your hands. Pick any width, whichever feels most comfortable. And begin to feel the center line when you squeeze your hands in towards it. That space, the center of your body. And breathe in and out of your nose in the center of your body. Inhale and exhale. Fill up, empty out. Downward facing dog. And now imagine squeezing your shins in towards your center line, squeezing your forearms in towards that same center line, and hug in, skin to muscle to bone, from your periphery in. Ragdoll, top of your mat. Take the block and pick a width and put it in between your shins. In between your shins or thighs. Thighs is an option. Shins or thighs. So squeeze it in between your legs. Ragdoll. And squeeze into center line, even here. Good, Autumn. And breathe in and out your nose. Hug in. Extended mountain. Keep squeezing the block, reach up. And bring your hands to heart center. Press into center line. We'll begin today's class with the sound of 3 ohms. Extended mountain, squeeze that block. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant your hands on your mat, squeeze the block, high plank. Yes. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good work. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you find one width isn't working, or if it's not working between your shins, move it to between your thighs. But be in the experience of squeezing into spine line, center line. Everyone breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Look at your thumbs at the top of your mat. Jump there. Squeeze the block as you jump. Yes, halfway lift. Fold forward. Extended mountain. Squeeze the block, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, keep squeezing the block. Halfway lift, you know where we're going. High plank to low plank. Good, Danielle. Upward facing dog. Yes, Chris. Downward facing dog, so good. Everyone, breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward, jump to the thumbs at the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands. Vinyasa. Good, Cher. Upward facing dog. Yes, EB. So good, Michelle. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, fill up. Get empty. Stay empty. Jump your feet to your hands. Yes, Veronique. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Squeeze the block the whole time. Squeeze into center line. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. So good, Autumn. Exhale. Look forward. Jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Extended mountain. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. High to low. Up dog. Yes, Veronique. Down dog. So good, everyone. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward. Jump your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Breathe in. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This is where it gets interesting. Take the block in your hand, either one. Step forward, warrior one, right side. Take the block in between your hands. Squeeze your hands into center line with warrior one feet. Reach your arms up. Press your hands into the block and sit your hips lower. So good. Breathe in. Lower, breathe out. Inhale. Place the block in between your thighs. High plank, low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. You'll take the block in between your hands. Warrior one, left side. Lower your hips, press into center line, squeeze the block, create that resistance, the effort and the ease. One more big inhale. Exhale, flow. High to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Remove the block from between your thighs. Set it off to the side. We're going to do 4 more sun salutation Bs, a little bit quicker. And you have the agency to put in that center line action right here. Everyone breathe in. Breathe out. Jump your feet to your hands. Create center line from your memory. Sit low, chair pose. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Vinyasa, high, low, so good, Veronique. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. You'll take warrior one, right side. Create center line, reach up, Vinyasa flow. And you'll take warrior one, left side. Creating center line from your periphery in. Squeeze in, reach. Plant your hands and flow, high to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Jump your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Focus on center line. Chair pose. Bow forward. Halfway lift. High to low. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, right side. Center line. Skin in. Flow. Up dog, down dog. Warrior one, left side. Skin in, reach. Vinyasa flow. Jump your feet to your hands. Yes, Autumn. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, bow, lengthen, flow, creating center line. Squeeze everything into the spine line of your being. Warrior one, right side. Flow. Belly button to spine, skin to spine. Warrior one, left side. Flow. And be in the experience of creating center line from pose to pose. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Jump your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Last sun salutation B. Chair pose. Bow forward. Halfway lift. High to low. Center line. Up dog. Spine line. Down dog. Warrior one, right side. Skin to muscle to bone, then flow. High to low. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one, left side. Squeeze in, lift up. Exhale, flow. Good work, everyone. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your right leg. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Flip your dog. And create center line by squeezing your inner thighs in towards spine line, in towards center line for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side plank. Right hand, right foot. Skin to muscle to bone. Lift your top leg for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinyasa, high to low. Up dog, down dog. Lift your left leg. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Flip your dog. Squeeze your thighs in towards center for 5. 1. So good, Michelle. 2, 3. Yes, EB. 4, 5. Side plank, left hand down. Left foot down, lift your top leg as you squeeze into spine line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinyasa, high to low. Up dog. Down dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Take the block between your hands and create center line. Crescent lunge, back heel is stacked super high over your tippy toes. Bring the block to heart center. Squeeze the block. Twist to the right. Squeeze the block. And crescent lunge back to center. Warrior 2, but keep squeezing the block. And be in the experience of creating spine line here in Warrior 2. The block being squoze. And take the block in either hand, reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. You already have the block. Use it. Use it to bring the earth closer. Use it to set your eyes on a spot. Your choice. For 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, crescent lunge. Take the block in between your hands. Good, Chris. Bring the block to your heart center. Squeeze it in. Create center line. Activate. Twist to the left. So good, everyone. Warrior 2, keep squeezing the block. Squeezing the block into the center of you. Reverse your warrior. Extended side angle. One, two, three, four, five, vinyasa. Spine line, center line, squeeze in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your feet to your hands. Put the block between your thighs, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Keep squeezing the block as you sit your hips deeper. Good, Chris. Good work. Yes, Veronique. So good. 1, 2, 3. Open your arms. 4, 5. Forward fold. Good work. Breathe in. Breathe out. Chair pose. Squeeze the block, sit deep. Hands to heart center, twist left. Lower your hips. 1, 2, 3. Open your arms. 4. Good work, Autumn. 5. Forward fold. Keep squeezing the block. Grab your big toes with your first 2 fingers. Drop your head. Pull your belly button into your spine. Palms to toes, forward fold. Stand in your hands and squeeze that block. Squeeze your outer shins and your outer thighs and your inner thighs in. Release this pose and take crow with the block or forearm plank with the block. Your choice. Crow or forearm plank with the block. Creating center line. Creating center line. You can squeeze the block between your thighs on the wide setting for crow. Between your shins. Good work, Chris, for forearm plank. Between your feet and crow. Be in the experience of using the block to create center line. Good work, Danielle. Good work, Cher. Yes, EB. So good, Michelle. Yes, Autumn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Jump your feet to your hands. Good work, yogis. Halfway lift, forward fold. Get your block. It's time for equanimity with the block. Take the block and put it underneath one of your feet at the top of your mat. Take eagle with one foot on the block and the other block in between your hands. And create center line with the block between your hands. And take eagle legs. Yeah. Yeah. Squeeze the block. Squeeze into center line. Everything that's touching squeezes in. So good, Michelle. Switch sides. Spine line. Belly button in. Thighs squeezed together. Now bend your standing knee and squeeze. More. More. Good work. Switch sides. Create center line. Belly button to spine. Thighs squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Standing leg raise on the block. You can leave the other. You can bring the other one in between your hands if you want. Standing leg raise on the block. Create center line. Skin to muscle to bone, squeeze in. There's not far to fall. It's only 4 inches. Good work. Open up. Expand out. And squeeze in. All at the same time. Out and in. Like you're breathing out and you're breathing in. So good, EB. Come back to center. Squeeze the block. Imaginary block, center line. Good, Michelle. Airplane. You got this, Chris. Airplane. Skin to muscle to bone. Wake up your back foot. Pull the skin of your back foot onto the bones of your back foot. Half moon. So good, everyone. Hug in as you press out. Yeah, use that block as a prop. Use the block on the earth. Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Standing leg raise opposite side. Center line. Skin in. Standing leg raise. You go. Pull in. Press out. Come back to center. And transition. Airplane. Skin to muscle to bone. Wake up your back foot. Wake up the skin on your left foot, the bones of your left foot. Half moon. Good work, Veronique. 1, 2. Everyone wake up your back foot more. Flex your back foot. Skin to muscle to bone. Wake it up. 3, 4, 5. Come to stand. Good work. And set your extra block down. Take dancer on the block. Dancer on the block and create center line from the foot on the block all the way up into your belly button. Squeeze in and take dancer. Set your eyes and you go. 1, 2, hug in, expand out. 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Hug in more, press out more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides, last side, last dancer on the block, center line engagement. Breathe in and out your nose. I hear some of you breathing. Release. Tree pose on the block. If it helps, take the other block in between your hands and create center line with your hands on the block, if it helps. Yeah, be in discovery. What works? Create center line with your foot on your leg, your hand on your hand, your belly button to your spine. Switch sides. Release. Take the block between your shins or thighs and take extended mountain, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your hands on your mat. Jump back to an in-between plank, somewhere between high and low, soft elbows. So good, everyone. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward for triangle and grab the block that falls and use it. Use it on your outside of your right shin. And touch your fingers down to the block. Good work, Autumn. Yeah, soften your knees so that you can hug skin to muscle to bone. Otherwise, you're just hugging bone on bone. Rise up to standing. Point your right toes to face the left toes, then fold forward. Face the same direction as the left toes. And squeeze, like you could rumple up your mat. Squeeze your feet in towards the center line of you. Skin to muscle to bone. Hug. Squeeze. And the squeezing doesn't happen by magic. You tell your brain tells your body to light it up. Rise up to standing and create pyramid pose, right side, right toes, dial forward. Squeeze your inner thighs in, your belly button in. And fold forward. And I believe that fighting the good fight is to fight to be true to who you are. Setting your mind to light it up, unapologetic and authentic. Each day and each breath is an opportunity to let go of the struggle for acceptance, either from ourselves or others, and stand in your own power. There's a yin, there's a yang there. Twisting triangle. And I have a quote from Anthony Hopkins I want to share with you. When you begin to fight for a life with joy, interest, and commitment, not everyone will be ready to follow you into this place. But that doesn't mean that you need to change what you are. It means you should let go of the people who aren't ready to accompany you. Everyone breathe in. Breathe out, vinyasa flow. Hug in, breathe out. Downward facing dog. Triangle, left foot forward. Use your block. Squeeze in. Breathe out. And soften your knees if you're using your bones. Use your muscles. And come up to standing. And take whatever variation of side-facing wide-angle forward fold that you prefer. And squeeze your inner thighs in. Pull your belly button in. Squeeze your inner ankles in towards one another. I saw that, Chris. Good work. Good work, Autumn. And come up to standing. Create pyramid pose on your left side. Create center line, inner thighs squeeze in, and you fold forward. And soften your knees to get into your spine line. Twisting triangle. Squeeze your inner thighs in, your belly button to your spine. One more huge inhale. Exhale, plant your hands and flow high to low. And place the block in between your shins. High plank, low plank, high plank, low plank. Squeeze the block, high plank. So good, Danielle. Low plank. Yes, Michelle. So good, Chris. Last one, high plank, low plank. Lower all the way down to your mat. Keep the block squoezed between your shins. I know that's not a word. It's okay.
All words are made up.
This is true. All words are made up by somebody somewhere. Okay. Locust pose. Squeeze the block. Rise up. Squeeze the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower down. If you don't like the width that the block is at now, change it. Move it, make it wider, move it higher, move it lower. This is your opportunity for a new centerline experience. Okay, for 10, rise up. 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze the block. 5, 6, 7, squeeze it harder. 8, 9, 10, lower all the way down. Good work. Take the block and move it up in between your thighs, which I know is kind of awkward to do. It's okay. Move it up in between your thighs. And we're going to take floor bow with the block in between your thighs. Y'all got this. Floor bow with the block between your thighs. Yeah, because everybody here, has got floor bow. If you got one side, doesn't matter. Grab one foot. You got that block between your thighs, squeeze it. Extend the other leg long. If you're doing a half floor bow, squeeze that block in between your thighs. You got this, Chris. Rise up for 5. 1, squeeze the block. Yes. 2, squeeze the block. 3, 4, 5. Center line is no joke, right? No joke. Floor bow. Second set floor bow opposite side. Squeeze that block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Good work, everyone. Breathe in. Breathe out. You've already got the block. Squeeze the block, upward facing dog for a 3 count. 1, squeeze the block. 2, 3. So good, Autumn. Downward facing dog. Keep squeezing the block. And come down to your knees with the block. Squeeze the block as you come down to your knees. Good work, everyone. Camel pose with the block between your thighs. Center line. Go up and go back. Let the strength be between your thighs and the softness between your ears. And come out of camel. Squeeze the block. Sit on your heels. Second set, camel. Rise up. Squeeze the block. And soften everything from your neck up. Soften. Strengthen your thighs. Softness in your jaw. And come out of camel. Sit on your heels. And come onto your back, bridge pose. Take the block with you between your thighs. Squeeze the block. Bridge pose. Rise up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower all the way down. We have 6 more. Bridge or wheel, keep the block, regardless of which you're choosing. Keep the block and squeeze the block. Number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work, Evie. Stay up or come down in between. Stay up or come down. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay up or come down. Number 3. I invite you to lift a foot. You can keep lifting the foot and squeeze the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay up or come down. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work, Autumn. Stay up or come down. Good work, Cher. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower all the way down. Take the block in between your feet, take reclined butterfly pose, and squeeze your feet into the block. Leave the block where it is. Happy baby. And release your happy baby and take the other block with your hands and put the other block that's down there by your feet in between your ankles. One between your ankles, one between your feet. And create center line between your hands and between your feet. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling with the block between your ankles. Boom, center line, hands and feet. Reach the block between your hands up to the block between your feet. Make the connection if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Create center line. And now open up. Open your legs down to the earth, your hands up above you, and bring them back together for 10. 1, 2, center line, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees into your chest. Hug your block in between your ankles. Squeeze the block in between your ankles. Send your legs up to the ceiling. Something about core work brings about all the drama. Take the block in between your hands. Reach the block between your hands up towards the block between your feet. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your legs 30 degrees. Keep pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 2 more. Lower 30 degrees. Lower 30 degrees. This is the second to the last, the penultimate. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your feet to a hover. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze the block in between your thighs. Interlace your hands at the nape of your neck. Squeeze the block between your thighs and make right angles with your shins parallel to the ceiling. Yes, and keep your legs there. Freeze your legs. Squeeze the block and freeze your legs. Bring your right elbow towards your left knee, sort of, just towards it, for 30, and switch sides. 1, 2, 3. Keep squeezing the block. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Hug your knees. Squeeze the block. Take the other block in your hands. Rock and roll up and down your spine. Good work, Autumn. High boat with a block between your thighs and a block between your hands. Rise up. Press the block between your hands up and out in front of you. So good, Danielle. 3 high boats, 3 low boats. 1, 2, 3. High boat. 1, 2, 3. Low boat. 1, 2, 3. High boat. 1, 2, 3. Low boat. 1, 2, 3. High boat. Twist to the right. 1. Back to center. to the left. This is 1, back to center. This is 2, to the right, to center, to the left, to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left. Hug the block in, let it go. Good work, everyone. Good work, everyone. Reclined half pigeon or traditional half pigeon. And with your mind's intention, create centerline. You can take traditional half pigeon, reclined half pigeon. You could take the block between your hands to create centerline in your half pigeon, reclined, or traditional. Or you can simply put your attention on your skin and pull your skin into your spine line. Switch sides. Downward facing dog. Lizard right side. And we'll be here for 10. So take your lizard wherever you want to take your lizard, if you're familiar with your lizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch to lizard on the left side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Downward facing dog. Half pigeon right side. Round 2. Switch sides. Double pigeon or seated figure 4. Bring your attention to the center of your being, the center of your spine. Lengthen your spine. Switch sides. Frog pose. And create frog, and maybe put the block between your hands and frog and squeeze your hands into the block to give you centerline here in frog. Notice your skin. And pull your skin in. "60 seconds. Notice the skin of your toes, your shins, from your periphery in. 30 seconds. Ten. 5. Slowly pull yourself forward out of frog. Bring your legs together. Bring your legs together into center line. Seated single leg extension. And the foot that you're going to put on your inner thigh, press it into center line, fold forward. Press. Activate your foot in your inner thigh. Press your thigh into your foot into your thigh. Good work, Autumn. If you would like, you can place a block in between your foot and your inner thigh for a new experience of center line and a forward fold. Switch sides. Now be in the experience of creating center line, finding your center line with your attention. Seated forward fold. Take both legs out. Fold forward. And take the block between your thighs, reverse tabletop. Squeeze the block between your thighs for reverse tabletop. Lift your hips up, bend your knees, feet down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fish pose. You can keep the block if you like. Take fish pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up out of fish and pick your inversion. If you take waterfall pose, you've got 2 blocks. Put one underneath your tailbone, one between your thighs or shins, and go upside down. If you take traditional headstand, squeeze the block in between your thighs, go upside down. And pick your pose. And shoulder stand, you can certainly squeeze the block between your thighs and shoulder stand. Good work, Danielle. Wherever you are, center line. Put your attention on it. Bring your muscle energy into it. Seconds. Refocus your attention on your center line. 30 seconds. And take the next 3 breaths to slowly come down out of your inversion. Make your way onto your back, remove any blocks underneath you, and take in a full body stretch. Full body. And hug your right or left knee in and take a supine twist with one or both knees, your choice. Simple twist. Switch sides. Recline butterfly pose and create centerline between the soles of your feet. And move your body into a shape that you prefer for your final resting pose. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Bring movement to your fingers and your toes. Roll to your favorite side. And come up to a simple seat, crisscross at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your palm into your palm. And we'll seal this practice with the sound of 3 ohms. Bring your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. And together we bow. And thank you, Autumn, Chris, Michelle, Evie, Danielle, Veronique, and Cher. I invite you all to fight for joy, be who you are, and let go of the struggle for acceptance. Give yourself a hand. So much good work. Thank you all for coming.